It seems that a lot of you really enjoyed my last tutorial video, which, if you don't know already, shows off how to remove the shiny lock on certain Pokemon on the 3DS games. If you're interested on the full list, go watch the video and maybe try out the mods for yourself. However, what if I were to tell you, the viewer, that there is a certain way to remove the shiny lock on old event Pokemon? That's right. Thanks to a video made by Mr. Popcorn here on YouTube, I now have the knowledge to remove the shiny lock on old event Pokemon that were given out during the 3DS era. This includes some really sought after mythical Pokemon like Hoopa and Volcanion. I mean, who doesn't want to shiny hunt one of these? If you want, you could even shiny hunt for Pokemon that have already been released shiny, like Keldeo and Zeraora, because you have to admit, telling someone you shiny hunted Keldeo in Omega Ruby is way cooler than saying you finally got shiny Keldeo in Pokemon Home. This process is also a little more complex than the last tutorial video's process, so make sure to follow along carefully. Also, this process is going to be split up into two parts, the shiny lock removing part, and then actually adding the event into your desired game. Let's start off with the actual shiny lock removing. To remove the shiny lock on old event Pokemon, you'll need to have your desired target's Wondercard downloaded onto your computer. The easiest way to find these is by simply searching up the Pokemon's name, then adding Wondercard at the end of the search. If you want to find out if your desired Pokemon has ever had an event during Gen 6 or 7, simply search up that Pokemon's name plus event at the end. For this tutorial, I'll use two Pokemon, Marshadow in Gen 7 and Hoopa in Gen 6. Since Gen 6 and Gen 7 events have different coding, I'll have to show off both. You'll also need an application called IMHex. This is the application used to remove the shiny lock. I'll have the website for IMHex linked in the description below. Anyways, enough yapping. Let's get started. I've already got my Wondercards downloaded, so now I need to download IMHex. However, I already had IMHex downloaded, so I've gone ahead and deleted it in order to fully show how to set it up. Simply go to the website and scroll down till you reach the bottom where the downloads are located, and download the correct version for your computer. Since I'm on a Windows PC, I'll download the Windows version, more specifically the MSI installer. Once it's done downloading, go ahead and open it. Simply go through everything I go through and don't worry about what your computer says. IMHex isn't harmful, and start downloading. Once it's done downloading, go ahead and close the downloader and go to your files and locate your Wondercards. I already have them pulled up here. Once you locate your Wondercards, so double click on the one you want to remove the shiny lock on. Like I said, I'll be showing off two examples, Hoopa for Gen 6 and Marshall for Gen 7. The part about this is that when you try to open it, it'll ask you on what app to open in. So here's how to do it. So you simply go, open with, choose another app. It should look like this for the first time when you download it. Go to choose an app on your PC. Go down to this PC, Windows, Program Files, then scroll down till you see IMHex. There are two different applications here, IMHex and IMHex GUI. I don't remember which one it's supposed to be. So just try one, and if it's not that one, try the other one. So I'm gonna try IMHex GUI. And there we go. It's opened up. So now, as you can see here, when you get to this part, here's what you gotta listen very carefully. This is what you gotta do. You gotta go to address right here, and then go down until you find the one that's A0. Once you get here, you go over to your right until you get to the number 3 right here. This 3 indicates that the Pokemon can never be shiny. However, if you want to shiny hunt it, you gotta make it into a 1. So let's just do that right here. Ooh. There. Now that you've turned into a 1, it now has a 1 in 4,096 chance to be shiny. However, if you don't want to shiny hunt for one of these event Pokemon and just get it shiny through the event, you can make it 2, which will make it automatically shiny. But for this, for the sake of this video, we're gonna make it 1 because you want to shiny hunt it. You don't want it automatically shiny. And there you go. Now it is huntable. So you simply go up to your file, save, and then you can close out of it. Hold up. Right, save. Then don't worry about this. It's gonna say you didn't save anything, but you did. So just click yes and then no. Now that was for Gen 6 events. Gen 7 events are a little different. So here I have Marshadow to show you. So open it up with the same thing you opened it last time with. So yeah, this is very, very different, but it's pretty much the same. So there's no, instead of going to A, you go down to, you go down to 2A, right down here. Go down to 2A, and you go to the right, and the same 3 is going to be there, meaning it can never be shiny. But just like I said in the previous card, if you change into a 1, nope, that's 2. 2 means it's always going to be shiny. If we change into a 1, and I keep changing to a 2. I cannot see my keyboard. Change to a 1, now it will be a 1 in 4,096 chance to be shiny. So after that, you simply go up to File, Save. Hold up. Alright, we're having some technical difficulties here. Save. Save, there you go. And then you can close out again. Yes and no. And congratulations, you just removed the shiny lock on an event Pokemon from Gen 6 or Gen 7, depending on which one you use. Now, it's time to transfer these events into our game. Congrats, you just finished part 1 of this process. Next up is part 2, adding the event into your game. Since it's basically the same for both Gen 6 and 7, I'll only show off one. For this part, you'll need a modded 3DS and Checkpoint, which should have been downloaded when you modded your 3DS. You'll also need an SD card reader and PK Hex, which is an application for your computer. If you don't have PK Hex downloaded, go ahead and download it, then come back to this video. First, let me show you what to do with Checkpoint. When you're done with part 1, here's how you start part 2. Go into your 3DS and go to Checkpoint. Open it up, and all your games should pop up. Find the game you're trying to add the event to. Since Gen 6 and Gen 7 events are added basically the same way on PK Hex, I'm going to do one. So I'm going to go to Ultra Moon. And for Marshadow, you're going to click on A. You're going to click A again. Backup selected title. I would recommend calling it something like PK Hex, so you know it's your PK Hex file you're going to use. So go ahead, name it whatever you want. PK Hex is recommended. And there you go. Progress correctly saved to disk. Do note that whenever you want to add more event Pokemon, you have to save your game, come back here, go to this save file you used the first time, L, again, backup selected save, and that. If you don't do that every time you want to add a new Pokemon or do anything with PK Hex, you will lose any save data you had going on. So make sure to do that every time you want to add an event or just do something with PK Hex. Anyways, that's all for now. The 3DS. Let's go on to your computer by simply taking out the SD card from your 3DS and putting it onto your computer with your SD card reader. Once you've got your SD card into your computer and you have PK Hex downloaded, simply go ahead and open PK Hex. I'm not sure if every time you open it, it'll open to the save file you just created or updated. So if it doesn't, go to File, Open, go down to your SD card, 3DS, Checkpoint, Saves, then look for the game that you made a save file for, which in this case would be Ultra Moon, and make sure there's a file with the name you gave it, which in this case would be PK Hex, which is what I gave it, and there it is. There's your save file. Click on it, and now it's open. Now from here, you go to over here. You click SAV, and you go down here for Mystery Gift. It'll basically say the same thing on any Gen 6 game. Click on Mystery Gift, and it'll show you any mystery gift you've received in the past or you just haven't received. So from here, you go over to import, then find the Wonder card that you edited earlier. In this case, it would be Marshadow. And there it is. Now to add it onto here, you go here, click, first you left click, right click, then set. I would highly recommend giving yourself 5 so that you see 5 Pokemon per reset, which should definitely make the hunt faster. However, if you want it to be a difficult hunt, you can just make 1, 2, however many you want to add. After that, after you added the 5 you want, you click save, up to file, export, not save, export, and it should already just be on here. If not, just go back to how you entered it at the first time, click save, allow it to override it, to replace it I mean, and you're done. Now you put the SD card back in your 3DS, but you're not done yet. Let's go back to the 2DS. Once you insert your SD card back onto your 3DS, go back to checkpoint. Go back to the game you made a save file for, click A, then go down to that save file and click A again. It should ask you if you want to restore the selected title. You click yes. There you go. PK Hex has been restored successfully. Click A, and congratulations, you have now removed the Shiny Lock on an event Pokemon and put it into your game. Now when you open your game and go to the Pokemon Center, you should see the delivery person who will give you the amount of Pokemon you decide to give yourself. Now you simply go to them, receive the Pokemon, check if they're shiny in your party, and they can only be in your party, so make sure if you have the max 5, make sure you have 5 empty slots in your party. But anyways, you go, put them in your party, and if none of them are shiny, just simply reset and continue until you finally find the shiny. There you have it. You have officially removed the Shiny Lock on an old Gen 6/7 event Pokemon and successfully added it into your game. Unfortunately, the Pokemon are stuck in 1 in 4,096 odds, but as long as you give yourself 5 of these Pokemon, you'll hopefully find the shiny faster. Now, it's time we talked about the elephant in the room. The thumbnail of this video clearly shows that Hoopa, Volcanion, Victini, and Marshadow are illegal. However, it also shows that Jirachi and Diancie are legal. How is that possible, you may be asking yourself? Luckily, I have the answer to your question. As you can clearly see, these Jirachi and Diancie events gave you a guaranteed shiny. So, if you were to make them non-shiny using PKSM or PK Hex, they'd be considered illegal. However, since they also don't have a predetermined PID that determines their legality, that means that any PID that makes these Pokemon shiny will count it as legal, not illegal. Which means I have officially found a way to easily shiny hunt a legit Jirachi, and also for the first time, shiny hunt Diancie. You're probably saying to yourself, but Pokeprismatic, why would I want to shiny hunt a Pokemon that's already guaranteed to be shiny? Well, that's the exact reason. Shiny hunting. Sure, us shiny hunters don't mind when Game Freak simply gives us a shiny through some event, but that's not what makes us shiny hunters. We are shiny hunters because we decide to take days, to months, to even years to shiny hunt some Pokemon. And when Game Freak decides that they don't want us doing this, it makes us sad, maybe even a little bit angry. I mean, I was furious when I found out that the returning legendaries in Scarlet and Violet were shiny locked. That's why I made this tutorial. That's why I made the last tutorial, to allow people to shiny hunt Pokemon that Game Freak shiny locked. It sucks that it has to come to this, but Game Freak gave us shiny hunters no choice. Oh, and don't worry, most of these Pokemon should be able to be transferred up to Pokemon Home. Just don't use them online. And with that, I'd like to once again thank Mr. Popcorn for uploading his video onto YouTube. Without his video, this wouldn't have been possible. Before I go, I'd like to announce that I've started streaming here on YouTube and not just on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 4:30 p.m. EST to 6:30 p.m. EST. So feel free to drop by sometime. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.